Your Majesty, Excellencies, this pandemic has exacerbated inequalities within our society. We must therefore address the unique needs of vulnerable groups, particularly women, children, persons with disabilities, indigenous peoples, and migrant workers, among others. We call for the enhanced implementation of the ASEAN Consensus on the promotion and protection of the rights of migrant workers. With or without the pandemic, migrant workers contribute to nation building and to the socio-economic development of both the sending and the host countries. We have to treat them with dignity and respect. The ASEAN Comprehensive Framework on Care Economy in the Declaration of Importance of the Family for the Community Development and Nation Building, and the Declaration of the Elimination of the Bullying of Children in ASEAN are also steps in the right direction. And more than the socio-economic rights of our children must not be made to pay for the long-term and adverse effects of climate change. The ASEAN Joint Statement on Climate Change allows us to speak with one voice and call on developed countries to seriously and promptly address the climate crisis on the up-and-coming COP26 in Glasgow. I urge fellow leaders to continuously support the efforts of the ASEAN Center for Biodiversity to conserve and protect and advocate for the sustainable use of biodiversity. This includes the Center's mapping of zoonoses in regions to prepare against the future public health emergencies.